All right. So for May's meeting, we're going to do, I've been crazy, by the way. So let me start out by saying the quarantine has driven me nuts. Being sequestered, you guys all feel the same way. And so I've been experimenting. A couple years ago, we were playing with how to dye canvas in different ways. Now on YouTube, if you look at dyeing techniques on fabric, it's mainly fabric, 18 count t-shirts and all that. So I'm looking at that and I was thinking, what the heck? What would happen if we dyed our canvases using the same techniques? You know what I mean? I mean, it can't hurt. What are you gonna do? Yell at me? So, oh, I yell at myself. But so I decided to experiment with a lot of things. So let me start out with one thing I experimented with. Okay, Ava. I know this looks crazy. Ava's gonna come and take a quick look at this one.
You may want to spotlight yourself.
Let me do that. Let me spotlight. That's a good idea. Spotlight for everyone. Go and then spotlight. I got spotlight both. Add spotlight. Okay. All right. So we got spotlight for everybody. So I saw this at a camera show, a museum, and it's called Lumi. And what Lumi is take a negative and put on some of their chemicals and transfer the image onto it. It's mainly meant for t-shirts. So what I did was at the San Diego Zoo, actually my brother-in-law took this picture. It's a nice of a gorilla. It's a gorilla from the safari park the other day. So I made a negative of this. And what I did was I put the ink onto Congress cloth. And was I successful? No, this was a failure. Okay. I think it had to do with the negative. So it looks like, a Rorschach blot, you want to look for some hidden meaning in there, but that didn't work out. However, a couple years ago, I think it had to do with the negative. It's too busy. And he said it wasn't really a good negative. I was able to use my daughter's picture. And I did this 2 years ago. I don't know if you could see it very well. So this is my second daughter, Audrey, and she's dancing a song called Need a Little Christmas. And I managed to put her image on there and I just stitched it lightly on top. So it really depends on the negative. So it came out, but yet it didn't come out. But that was interesting. So I'm not going to do that today because I don't have the right negative for that. Okay, so then another thing that we're going to do is, you see these jars? Yeah, someone
Yes.
did the other day. Okay, so what we did was, and I should put on gloves, by the way, because it does get a little messy. But to me, sometimes we have dyes that we take. You know how a lot of us take classes and, you're supposed to dye your fabric and stuff like that. And oftentimes we have a lot left over, and oops, we have a lot left over and you don't know what to do with it. So I used up all my dyes and then I had so much fun. I ended up going to Walmart and buying more dyes. And they do sell them at tie dyes, So I got to reuse this. Okay. So what we do is we take a piece of canvas and we crunch it up. Just crunch it up. It's kind of weird. Then we stick it in. Oh, it's 18 count. I've used others like 14 count and it doesn't really matter. Shake this up a bit.
Oh.
Ready? And just squeeze it in there. I know, this looks weird, huh?
Shirley, I have a question. Do you wet the canvas in order to be able to crumple it? Because canvas is fairly stiff.
No, I don't bother to. I just squeeze it in there.
Because I'm curious about the absorption of the dye into the canvas if it's dry.
Nope. It works fairly well. So it's like any other fabric. See, and I just simply squeeze it in there and then let it go for a minute. or just a few seconds.
That's
Doesn't even
very
take that long.
organic.
And then I just take this out. And then Ava's gonna follow me to the bucket over here. If you see how it just comes out like this.
Oh,
And then I just simply wash it.
oh, whoa. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Frankly, you can't go wrong. You can't go
What kind
wrong.
of dye is that?
Oh, that's the cheapo dye from Walmart, the tie dye. There's a whole kit. I'm gonna leave this here to be dry. You got one right here. So I've done others. So for tonight's door prizes, I'm gonna be cutting them up in smaller squares and sending it to everyone who would like to have one tonight. Okay, if you do not want one, just, you know, put your name in the chat box or email me. Okay, this is it's not it. This is another one. Now, another example, this is called ice dyeing. So ice dyeing really is crumbling this up, put in a bucket, literally, put in a bucket. I don't have it here, put ice and then put a little powder and let the ice melt through. So by doing that, this is the result of it. So you do, unfortunately, when I crumbled it up, it got, the blue ended up being more the dominant color, but you know, you can always cut it out. You can just do the middle part, but it's kind of cool that way. Here's another example of me scrunching up into here. And look at all the different dyes. So just, you know, if you don't want this part, you can cut out and just stitch wherever part you like. Again, some of you are going to get some of this. I will be sending this out. So I want to tell you epic failures is black. Black is not. So let me show you what happens with black. Take that, crumbled it. And I just shove this in here. So sometimes things work, like I'm gonna try lighter colors, like a pink and a green. Okay, and you just swish it around a bit, then you take this out. So, oh, I don't know. There we go. Sometimes you have to have epic failures in order to know what you're doing. See, so we'll go over to the water. Nothing.
Oh, wow.
Failure. However, I'm gonna leave this here. Huh? Like, you know, you could use bleach if you like to, but I don't have bleach here. But the one thing that's really good for black, and we're gonna now move over to a second set. Over here, another technique I've done. Oh, before I go into that, oftentimes we have canvases that are really, really dirty. If you notice this one,
Oh.
yeah, it's an old canvas, correct? So what I did was I just simply did a tie dye on that. I don't know if you want to stitch it on the back, or as an example, you can see that the dirt doesn't really matter anymore. You just stitch on top of it. So sometimes when you can't sell something, you can experiment with it. You know, it doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna call you on that one. So, but it's pretty fun to experiment with that. So here's another one, Ava. We're gonna go over here now. Thanks. I want to thank Laura Breen for introducing to us. Her mother was a florist. And Design Master is a floral spray used for flowers, right, Laura? You want to unmute yourself? Yeah, it's also a water base as well. So the great thing about this, I only got silver and gold. So let me try the gold. So a lot of you like to go and stitch up something that has a glitter to it. There you go. Do you see the gold on here? It's very subtle. Can you see it? No, you can't, huh?
I have a question about the, you said it's water soluble. Does that mean that if you wet blocked the needle point after it was stitched, that it would run? And maybe Laura knows the
Look.
answer.
I
Here's a
don't
bu-
think so, no.
Yeah,
No,
'cause I haven't stitched the ones that we did when you did the program, so
there you go.
that you
I've
might
not had any trouble with them coming off.
okay, but you might want to do a test.
Margie, I
Yeah.
just, I think if you see it, it has not come
Mhm.
off.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's,
quickly. Yeah, it has not come off.
tell your finisher what you've done before you send it away, please.
Okay. So it is wonderful to use the spray. Not only that, they also is tulip fabric spray as well. I don't find it as good as the other one, but let me show you how it's done, what it looks like. Especially on this canvas here. This is a pump spray, not aerosol. But it comes up pretty cleanly. Now this one I got is, I believe, looks like glistening gold glitter. I'm not too enamored with it. If you look at that, it's not that great. So I wouldn't recommend the tulip one, but I definitely would recommend the silver. Now let's take a look what the silver would look like on white. Now, can you guys see it? It's very subtle, but you do see the silver on there and it does dry and it won't come off. So
Hard to see on camera.
yeah, it's hard to see on camera, but trust me, it does work this way. So let's see how it looks for gold on the other side. For white. You see that? It's very, again, very, very subtle. But if you're looking at subtlety to stitch on top, can you see that? It's very hard, I know.
Yes.
Great
It's
camera there.
sparkly in person.
Yeah, but it's very sparkly in person, as my daughter says. So but again, for, let me do half. For black, it comes out really nice. Can you see that in person? Can you see the subtlety to that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, compare to the tulip spray. Can you see the subtlety of this one? So I would recommend a Design Master. Is only $8 and it covers a lot of canvas. So maybe in your local group where you are, you can buy one can. You know, everybody pitch in for maybe a yard, cut it up, spray it all up, bingo, bango, you got it done.
Shirley, would you spell that, please?
Oh, Design Master glitter spray.
Okay,
Let me
thanks.
show you. Let me show you again. And it comes in different colors. I chose obviously gold and silver. It's the most popular, but they also have glitter purple. Can you believe that? Purple, lavender, I think lavender. But the colors are limited. I imagine it's because of COVID. But I'm sure they had, Laura, they had a lot more variety, didn't they?
Oh,
I think
yeah.
But in COVID, when I went to the floral outlet mall. This is not sold at Michael's at all. You have to go to the floral shop. And I can tell you, there's only 5 colors there. I think of COVID, they had to squeeze down a lot of colors. But gold and silver, you can't beat with that. Okay, so now I showed you here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 4 different techniques. We're going to go to the last one, which is arguably the most messiest one. Okay, so Ava's going to follow me around. By the way, here's my Buddha back there. If anyone has not seen my Buddha, I got it. Okay. Hello, everybody. So this is called shade cream dyeing, and I saw that. I did this I was doing a similar program for Apple Blossom, and some of the ladies there have used Cool Whip for egg dye. Same thing. So if you want to use Cool Whip, I don't know how expensive that is, but I find shaving cream to be the easiest, at least for the moment. So what we have here is shaving cream, water with some bleach in there.
Shirley?
Not bleach,
Can you
vinegar.
still hear?
You still here?
No.
Shirley,
Oh. Okay. Hello. Okay, so I have vinegar here. I have shaving cream here. Did you guys hear the part where some people were using Cool Whip, you know, for egg dyeing? But I don't know. I've never tried it. I just used the the shaving cream. So I pour a little bit of the vinegar in the middle pot, in the middle pan of water. It's to help to set. It's to help to set the color, and then just clear water to clean it all up. So here you go. More tie dye I got from Walmart. They come in a little bucket. What's really cool is they also come with, oh, I forgot to show you. I did use you know how you use the rubber bands for the, to tie dye? So I use the same thing for the canvas. So you just pour this in just like you do, like any other thing. I'm just using random colors right now. And yeah, you can tell this is going to be a little messy, but if you're going to do a bunch of it at a time, and we'll do blue. Okay, so, and then we use this and we just go back and forth. Now, for all the members who live locally here, unfortunately, I cannot ship, canisters. If you want one, we got shaving cream, and we also have some of the glitter. So if anybody wants to have some who are locally want to come to my place, you can get some. Okay, so I have 18 count canvas. I already pre-cut up, and I just simply put on top of here, as Ava will show you. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, it'll look prettier once I pull it off. Okay, so I slowly pull this out. Ooh, I know.
Wow.
So using an ice scraper or whatever you want to do. For those who are living back east, it must look very familiar to you. I had to go especially look for this one. It's not very common in California,
I was gonna say, where did you get one?
I forgot where. Somewhere, someone got it for me. Okay, so I scrape off the excess. And then put it in the pan with the vinegar to help set the color.
Vinegar and water.
Vinegar and water. And then into here,
Plain water.
into plain water. Thank you. I have a good editor right now, good camera person. And this is what you have. What do you guys think?
It's pretty.
It's really pretty. Yeah, and let me show you how we'll stitch up. I'll show you in a moment. So I'm going to
But what's the texture like when it dries?
just like canvas, it will be soft. It will be soft.
Okay,
Now,
it's not hard.
no, it won't be hard. Now, someone suggested using stiff starcher, spray starch, and I did use it. It didn't help. It didn't work.
Yeah, once you wet canvas, you release all the sizing from it.
Yeah.
My other question is, Shirley, is there a particular brand of shaving cream that works best?
Anything works. This shaving cream is from Walmart, $1.
Okay, so whatever
Yeah.
generic cheap shaving cream.
Yep, it really is.
Okay.
And my
Okay.
husband has been eyeing it because he ran out of shaving cream. It's only by luck that I hid it from him that we get to do this. So, okay, so now we have some more left, So let me show you what happens on black canvas.
happening?
So see what's happening?
That's not working.
Nope, another epic failure.
Wow. I wonder
Oh,
what's in it that makes it, there's something.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this, but I did it for the green. Same thing. Epic failure, green. I tried with neon colors. I even got the neon color for my niece. Again, epic failure, not worth it. So, but it works beautifully though with, let's see, my niece, she decided to draw a circle on the shaving cream and we put it down. It actually kind of worked, you know. This is her experiment. She's 8 years old and it worked for her. I ended up spraying this afterwards, but it was an epic failure. But here are the other ones I've done on interlock canvas,
Oh, those are
right?
pretty.
And then this one is on 18 count
Hmm.
canvas as well. Oh no, Congress cloth. Okay. Now it came out for gray. This is gray
Mm.
fabric. All right. This is 14 mesh. Not bad, huh, for 14 mesh. That's really nice. And then I did more gray, I did more whites. So I'm experimenting with many different types, you know, of 18 counts. And really, honestly, you do this over and over again, it really comes out beautifully in different shades. So tonight I will be cutting this up and all of you who want to have a door prize, you will receive at least a snippet enough to do a small project. Now I did stitch on one, so let me show you. For those who know about Margaret Bendig, a couple of months ago, she designed something for the chapter. For
Oh,
a new
yeah.
member, let me know and I'll send you the same. So she's really into Jean Hilton designs. As you can tell, I use the same colors and just open stitching what Jean has and to incorporate this.
Oh.
My 8-year-old niece, by the way, she said, Auntie Shirley, can I do Bargello? So, and she painted this herself. She painted
Wow.
the canvas herself. And so she has a couple of issues with following, you know, how to follow the lines here, but that's okay. Not bad for being 8, you know?
Mhm.
So this is what will look like for Bargello.
True
And-
artists will step out of line.
What?
True artists will step out of line.
That's right. That's right. And a lot of lines are stuffed out. So, anyway. But in any case, what I've learned too is that since you have the shaving cream here, all you have to do is scrape this off a little bit, put some more in there, put some more dye in there, and there you go. You can do some more. You know, and then you can always have another can to put on top. That way you don't waste
Shirley,
shaving cream. Yes.
did you ever swirl it around? Because I think it would look rather cool with the colors kind of swirled and spread together and then put the canvas on. Because when you were scraping it off, I was thinking, gee, that would be pretty on a background.
Yeah. See,
Could
look.
create a
I'm-
sky effect using that on the top half of a canvas.
Yep. See, now look, even with the remaining, do you see how subtle this is? Okay, and I'm going to use interlock canvas now to check out how we do this. It's getting pretty dark, so this will be my last demonstration, but look at this. It looks really pretty even through the mesh. Okay, so let me take out the excess. Good thing my husband's not here. He's in, otherwise, I'm really ruining his garden here. Yeah, this is his garden, not mine. So here let's see. So what do you guys think of the subtle design?
Pretty.
I like it. It's pretty.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's
Very
not bad.
nice.
Very
Something
good.
else you can use, something else you can use those wild colored canvases for is to make a funky name tag.
Yes, that's
Oh.
true. And you really don't need much of it, but in any case, yes, you can do that. You can do name tags, open stitches by Jean Hilton, or, anything else. So I hope that this program inspires you to do your own dyeing. I will have to say, of all the dyeing techniques, the jars are the easiest ones. It's easy to clean and it's self-contained. I should say, then the spraying the glitter, that's pretty easy too. So the offer is made to all locals. If you want a can of shaving cream and maybe one of the glitter aerosol cans or the tulip, let me know, because I cannot mail any of this through the mail. But all of you here will get a piece of tie-dye canvas tonight, or in the next couple days, as soon as I cut them up and email everybody, or not email, but mail it out. Any questions? Any other techniques you want to share? I mean, there's plenty out there.
Can
This is-
we have a tie-dye party in the future when we're all allowed to congregate together? Meet in
Yeah.
someone's backyard, set up tables and do all of these together?
Yeah, we should. And for those who are out of state, you can do that with your group. Yes, we will do that. And everyone can bring it. And in that way, we can all, I'll save some of the material for the future then for the local people and anyone's visiting us in San Diego. If we want,
Shirley,
yeah,
one other thing that you can use if you have something like a line drawn canvas and you want to color some parts of it, get your colored pencils out. If you want to color a background or something, you can get your colored pencils out and then you dampen it briefly. But
Yeah.
be careful, it gets darker as it gets wet.
right. So, and I think in the comments section, Anel has an interesting chat for us, or let's see. Anel says, I've seen YouTube videos on marbleized paper. Yeah, so you can create marbleized paper as well. It's the same technique. So it doesn't have to be fabric, but since we're in A&G, that's why I was using canvas. But you can use plain paper or whatever you want to do. So on that note, I'm going to end the session here. Bring the laptop inside and we'll continue now with our show and tell. Okay? So I'm going to start
Okay.
recording here
So
and stop
This is
recording.
Tony.